Well, a warm welcome back to Guangzhou and our continuing coverage of the World Tour finals. Inside the Tianhe Stadium, very decent crowd as well, and it's only going to get bigger as we go through the afternoon and evening. Here's where we are. It's actually one of China's three biggest cities. Still a thriving transport hub, and there's a huge working port as well. It goes back about 2,200 years, the history of Guangzhou. So no problems for Nozomi Okuhara. And up next, we have a men's doubles clash. And something has to give here because both of these pairs have won both their matches so far. AHSAN and SETIAWAN taking on Li and Wang. So in many ways, the pressure is off because we know that both the top two pairs we're about to see have qualified. We know the other two pairs, Chi and So, Liu and Yang, are out. So interesting what kind of a match this is going to produce. Is it about bragging rights or just not taking too many chances before tomorrow? Well, we're going to find out very shortly. Well, here are the stats. Well over 300 matches for AHSAN and SETIAWAN, not too many defeats there. Li and Wang obviously a much newer pairing, only 70 matches, but they've made a very good start. And they had an excellent year in 2019. AHSAN and SETIAWAN, not surprisingly, are well ahead on the head-to-head, but that gap may close as they become more experienced. Players are on their way out. AHSAN and SETIAWAN the first to come out, followed fairly swiftly by Li and Wang. It's 3-1 on the head-to-head, as I mentioned, and all four of those meetings have been this year. That was a tight one last time out in the Fuzhou China Open.
Okay. Like he serves, I do receive. I receive. Receive, Wang receiving, receiving. Sun is serving, which side?
So let's give you a little bit of information then about these two pairs, both of whom, as I said, will be in tomorrow's semi-finals. And the way the draw is, they could meet again there. Mohamed AHSAN, 32. 2 in the world. Of course, they have been up at 1. As far back as 2014, they were #1. First title together was the Malaysian Open 6 years ago. And they split in 2016 after 4 years, got together again last year as we look at SETIAWAN, who's 35. 3 world titles, including this year in Basel. If you were watching our coverage, you may well remember that match, that final. 3 other finals too, including Super 1000 China Open. Took 3 games to get past Lewin Yang, much easier against Chi-Lin. SETIAWAN, of course, was Olympic champion in 2008 in Beijing with Marcus Kido. Here's Li Yang, the Chinese Taipei pairing, 24 now. I mentioned they're relatively new together, but they've really had a good 2019. 4 tournament victories, including the Super 500 event, the India Open in Delhi. They were terrific in that tournament. Wang Chi-Lin, same age as his partner. They've actually both played this event before, so they're kind of used to the atmosphere in the format, but it was in different years with different partners. They already know they're booked for the last 4. Chi-Lin, just over an hour in 3 games, and against Lewin Yang it was really one-sided. Match lasting just half an hour. In the umpire's chair, Laurens Bester of South Africa. And Hao Long-hu of China is the service judge for this match.
Chinese Taipei. And on my left, AHSAN and SETIAWAN, Indonesia. AHSAN to serve to Wang, Chi-Lin, Lavo, play.
Could be entertaining, this one, because the pressure's off for both pairs. Straight down the middle with aplomb.
1 love. 2 love.
Well, took the gamble of letting it go. SETIAWAN, he was wrong. Oh, nice angle. Really nice angle from Li Yang. Well, it certainly wouldn't surprise if this match went 3 games, but if it does, I don't think it's going to take a particularly long time. They're going to have lots of short rallies. It's like that one. Wang gave that serious treatment.
1.
Just thought for a minute, didn't it, that shuttle of sneaking over, decided to come back on the Chinese Taipei side of the net.
Out. Service over. 5, 2. Service over. 3, 5.
Obviously, it's in both these pairs' interest to have a relatively short match. Conserve their energy for the semi-finals, potentially the final. Well, it's great reactions on a couple of occasions from Mohamed AHSAN, not that it did him any good in the end. Very quick again, AHSAN. Prowling close to the net there. Well, just a succession of really short rallies. Read the serve and dispatched it.
9-6.
Li Yang. Softened up by Li, finished off by Wang. Not sure we've even got, well, just over 5 minutes on the clock here, and we're only a point away potentially from the mid-game interval. Really have got on with it, these four. And that's wide. And that will be the interval with an 11-7 lead to the Chinese Taipei pair, Li and Wang.
Out. Third server. 8. 11.
Wide.
9. 11. Okay. 11. Out. Service over. Draw. Okay. Service over. 17. 15. Service over. 11. 12.
Well, AHSAN and SETIAWAN with a few quick points just after the restart. Put themselves right back in the mix in this opening game. Effective from Yang, and it right at the body of his opponent. Absolutely nothing that SETIAWAN could do about it. That was absolutely leathered by Mohamed AHSAN. Powered down the line. Lee this time taking aim at the body of AHSAN for second time within a few points. Well, it's really entertaining to watch. Don't often see a match with such short, sharp points. I'll say the shuttle's been very cleanly struck throughout, though. Just produced a little spurt when they needed it most, and in good shape now. The Chinese Taipei pair in this opening game. I thought for a moment they were going to challenge that, but changed their mind. The serve was short. Well, some power hitting from Wang in particular has got them into a potentially game-winning situation here at 2016. 4 game points. SETIAWAN. Well, that's a lovely angle, delicious angle. Just turn the wrist on impact. Watch the way he's angled this. Absolutely no chance of getting that. So 2 game points saved, but they couldn't save the third. So 21-18 in no time at all, really. And the opening game goes the way of Yang and Wang.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, love all, play.
Poaching with intent.
Love.
And SETIAWAN. Of course, the way the draw works, they could meet again in the semis tomorrow. The draw is made after every match today, so pretty late. You can find it online once it's happened.
Court 2, women's singles. Let's welcome the technical officials.
Yeah, well done. Wang Chi-Lin's been excellent today, you've got to say. Both at the net and from distance at the back of the court. It's a beautifully placed shot. Just couldn't adjust his racket arm to deal with that.
Chi-Lin.
Well, it was a nicely judged drop shot again from Wang Chi-Lin. Oh, that's in by a fair margin. A total miscalculation. I don't know if they were actually leaving it to each other or just leaving it. Let's have a look. Well, they left it. And that was a huge misjudgment.
Service over. 5-all.
Oh, that's an unexpected miss. That really is.
5.
The way he's been playing, I expect Wang Chi-Lin to have nailed that. Well, they can only defy lead for so long.
6, 7.
Plays with his heart on his sleeve. The Yang. Entertaining, but in the end, fruitless.
7, all.
This time AHSAN with the error. No surprise whatsoever that it's been such a quick match. Even if it goes to a third game, I don't think we'll be here too long. And you can't blame any of the four players for putting energy conservation high up on their agendas. There's so much prize money in this tournament, $30,000 US guaranteed for these four, 60,000 for the finalists, 120. 126, in fact, it is. 126,000 for the winners of the doubles. So a handy lead for the Chinese Taipei pair, 11-8 at the mid-game interval.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Chi-Lin to serve. 11-8. Play.
So can they finish the job? That's a good start.
12-8.
Late decision, got away with it.
13-8.
Li Yang was going to leave that, then he played it, but really should have been punished, but wasn't. Looked across to the line judge there. Li Yang trying to get a call but didn't. And they've got the point back, pretty soft fashion with the service error. Well, they want to challenge that. It was called out by the chair umpire. So Hawkeye pressed into service here on court 1. I think just for the 3rd time all morning, or afternoon as it is now. No joy with the challenge.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 15 games play.
Well, there's a bit of anger in that from SETIAWAN.
15.
Played it from the service line, so not a lot of hope. And it coming back from the Chinese Taipei pair. But they continue to pressurise, and they're looking good here for a quick fire victory, which would see them top the group with 100% record. It's on the line. Oh, it's given us out. Thought that might have clipped the line. No challenge, though. And that's long as well.
16.
Couple more points, this will get interesting. Doesn't miss many of those. So back within a point. Now this is where they might start to feel a bit of pressure, Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin. Yes, they know they're going to be in the semis tomorrow, but always want to win the game, especially against a pair as highly ranked as their opponents today. That was just inside the line.
17. 15.
Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. Took all the pace off it.
18.
Wang Chi-Lin with a wonderful piece of deception. That's just eased the tension a little bit after their opponents won 4 straight points.
There's over. 16. 18.
Just try to be a bit too delicate with that.
18.
Yeah, as soon as he didn't quite get the distance, it made it far easier from mid-court. Just had to get that clear to the back line or close to it. Couldn't do that. It's going to go long, and that's 3 match points
Match point.
for Li and Wang.
17. Out.
Oh,
Service over. 18.
that was distinctly anticlimactic. And so was that, and it's all over. 21-18, same score as in the first game. And you almost missed it if you blinked that match. Lightning quick, succession of short rat-a-tat-tat points. But both of these pairs, just to reiterate, will be going through to the semi-finals tomorrow. Well, 2 service errors to finish the match. Don't often see that. 29 minutes only, the match time. That is seriously quick. So both those pairs will prepare for the semis tomorrow. Up next, we've got some men's singles action. Don't go away.